live here after doing some audio testing. I think we have found a good balance. And if not, we'll have to continue to play around with it, but I think this is the volume that's going to work for us. So we are heading into our Week 9 matchup with Fresno State. It's going to be on the road. They're 5-2. They are a pretty complete team. I like their quarterback. Their running back is probably their best player. I think there is a lot of opportunity for us to take advantage in the run game. So we're going to look to be successful there and hopefully take home this rivalry game versus Fresno State. And without further ado, we're just going to jump right into it. We'll explore some of... I kind of like those blue. We'll go with that for the Bulldogs. And for us, there was one in particular. It was an all-white I wanted to play with. That would be it. So you can see here the Bulldogs are coming in as an 80 overall with the slight nod in offense by a point. And that kind of trumps us in both categories, but we're not too far off, and I think we have a chance to walk out of here with the win. Here we are. In Fresno at Jim Sweeney Field. Looks like the sun is starting to go down. We'll see how this affects the lighting throughout. The crowd is really into it. It's actually a pretty cool venue here. And the Spartans are going to take this one to the sky, and the Bulldogs will return. Alverson with the boot. And I'm feeling a little rusty here. It's been a couple days since we actually played. Fresno State, the all-time leader at 44-39 versus the Spartans. But as you can see, we did get the last win back in 2023. And we're actually going to hop into our depth chart here. We did sub out someone last week on the line. I want to make sure they're back in. Wasn't Toyo, was it? No, he's back in there. Hola. I got to get Hola back in. Okay. I would imagine their offense to be pretty... Oh, it's a nice play by Dansby to bat it down. We might have to run out here with nickel. They got a couple good receivers, too. I would bet this to be a run. It is. And Sherwood is stopped by Latu on the 24. It's going to be a 3rd and 9 here early in the first. Keene is tackled. It's Latu again, this time with the sack. Not much doing And that play was halted early by the linebacker. And I think that was a visual for last week's game. Latu was just on fire in that loss to Wyoming. And Collins on the return spins away from the sideline for a couple more. I do recall in that game versus the Cowboys, Emmett Brown came in. Cody was severely beat up. But still wasn't enough. Emmett Brown played reasonably well, made some plays with his feet. But we were down pretty big there in the fourth. Okay, so we get a holding on the first play. And here's the screen to Chalk. He gets a nice block on the outside, and he's able to get the first. And up to the 36 for the junior. Here's Chalk again. Oh, he's using the quickness. And able to bust through a couple holes and get to the second level and finally pushed out at the 10. Chalk is the type of back where he can make a cut and he will take a simple run into a big gain. And this time Bates, the sophomore, is cut down early, loss of 2. Here's Cody to Nash. And he's tackled down at the 4. It'll be a 3rd and 4. Something we've touched on multiple times this season, but having someone like Nick Nash in the slot does wonders for a young quarterback, and spoken into existence. It's a touchdown. Nick Nash over the middle. 6-0 Spartans. The extra point is true, and Fresno State will look to receive this ball here on the back of a 7-0 lead. And that one's returned up to the 15, and not much doing. And Keene will take over with the Bulldogs. And off to Sherwood. He moves to the left side of the pocket and is somersaulted by the defensive back. That was a violent collision at the 27. Keene threatening the handoff. It is. Sherwood takes it up to the 33. It's a gain of 6. You can really see his quickness as soon as he touches that ball. And motion left to right. Nothing doing. It is a connection on the logo to the 50 for Sharp. There's a quick handoff to Sherwood, and it takes a few men, but he's finally dragged down to the 46. Tight set here, and it's a draw, and it's a first down. So we're starting to see the Bulldogs get into a rhythm here. Driving down the field with ease with a nice blend between the rush and the pass. Reese again is going to hand it off to Sherwood, and that time it is stopped early. Sherwood just manages to get one out of that. Lot 2 playing excellent zone coverage, able to limit Keene's options there, and Fresno State is going to bring out the special teams unit. And that kick is good. Just passing through on the right crossbar. So Spartans will maintain a 4-point lead here with 3 minutes to go in the first. This kick is returned by Bates, and he kind of just spins into a cluster at the 17 with nothing doing. All right, J.J. Cody back on the field. Here is an inside handoff to Chalk. He's going to bust it out wide. And tackled. Just a gain of 3. Cody hits Chalk in stride. And that's another strong element to his game. He's able to do a lot out of the backfield. A lot of times my only concern is his ability to take some hits. So gain of 4 on the stretch. It'll be 2nd and 6 here on the 45. Quick hitter to Nash. He gets a nice block on the outside. Shakes a man. Able to scurry up the field for another few yards and up to the 24. It's a Spartans first down. Cody over the middle to Hurry. He was open. Spartans looking very fluid here early on. Pressure in the inside. Cody takes it in himself, and that's another Spartan touchdown here in Fresno. This crowd has gone silent. So something we've talked about a few times, we really want to work our way up with the Spartans. There's a lot of house rules in play. A lot of things going to tie us to the Mountain West for at least a few seasons. I think with custom conferences, we will, at some point, assuming we achieve some type of moderate amount of success, look to join up in a revamped version of the Pac-12 and kind of immerse ourselves in that upper echelon of West Coast talent. In order to get to that point, though, I do want to win a couple Mountain West titles. There are a lot of recruiting rules I have in place to limit that being expedited. So we really want to enjoy our time here with the Mountain West, the teams involved, the coaches, the players. I don't really foresee Coach Tilley moving into another program, but that's still a ways away. Yeah, I like San Jose State. A lot of potential with the uniforms. There's a lot to like. So back to it. 3rd and 2 on the 43. Sherwood in the backfield. It's a play action. And Spartans send pressure, but not enough to get through. And Keene delivers it for the first down. We're going to send pressure here. They're going to run it. And we get the stop. There's another run up the middle. That one stopped too. And Sherrod, I've been saying that incorrectly all game. He's up to 33 yards on 10 carries, so we've handled him well. And they're really putting him through the workload here early on. He's wide open. Pollard able to make the tackle for a 4th down stop. And here's the kick. And that's going to cut it to 8 here with the first quarter expiring. A lot of knee braces in that replay. Must have been Black T-shirt Bulldog Day here in Fresno. There's no shortage of strangely dark attire here. That's back-to-back good performances by the defense. It's been a little hit or miss. We don't quite have the talent to make this scheme work, but we'll address that in recruiting. I think that's kind of the fun part is you have a vision, whether it's offensive, defensive. You know the type of players you need to bring in and kind of bringing them in to see that through, and that ball is overthrown drastically. That could have been a pick 6. 2nd and 10 on the 15. Here's a screen to Chalk. We're not able to get it through. It bounces off the back of Mesa. And after 2 plays, the Spartans are looking at a 3rd and 10 here. Cody panics. And it's a sack for Devo Bridges. Number 5 for the Bulldogs. And just like that, this crowd is right back into it. Caricesa, his hands are quivering. And the punt is off. It's fairly caught at the 49. So Keene in this offense will look to get more than 3 points. 14-6 here in Fresno. Keene hands it off, and Pollard misses badly. Sherrod able to pick up the first down with ease. Oh, Sherrod. That's a nice play by the Spartans defense. And that's a loss of 3 on the run. Toya drops back in coverage and puts the hit on the receiver. So 3rd and 5 here on the 23. We're going to make a few adjustments here to play some short yardage. Nice. Spartans able to get to Keene, and that ball just floats out of his hand. No fumble. And here are the special teams unit. That one is blocked, and it's picked up by Beasley. Beasley to the 40, to the 30, to the 10. He's running out of gas, and he's tackled at the 1. You gotta be kidding me. What an effort by Womack off the edge. That is a huge play here on the road for a team looking to compete for a Mountain West title. Chalk gets a block, and he is wrangled up at the 1. Nothing doing. It'll be 2nd and goal here on the 1. Cody, once again, it's a handoff, and this time Chalk is able to just waltz in 1-2 step. 3-4 touchdown for the halfback. Alverson punches it through. It's a 15-point game. Disappointing turn of events for the Bulldogs. Oh. Nasty collision at the 19. Looked like everyone was okay. Keene back out for the Bulldogs. It's a handoff to Sherrod, and he's not able to get much going. Seems a little too pronounced with the rush game. They're not really getting. And that time, Sherrod can't get by his tackle. He's bottled up at the 26. I don't know if there's a lack of trust with Keene, but they're really looking to avoid him throwing too much. And that's caught over the middle. Raylan Sharp able to pick it up. And, you know, just about every drive has been run, pass. You'd think they'd switch it up on a play action, 1st down play. Let's see if that follows suit. It's 2nd and 6, and here's a run. And Spartans get the stop, but it's very close. And 3rd and inches. Will they run it? Will they pass it? How about a little both? Big hit at the 39. So the Bulldogs once again are on the opposite side of the 50. Here's a handoff to Sherrod. Oh, that's a heck of a play. Justin Stearns able to put a stop to it. And Sherrod is tackled, but not before the hold. Can't help but think how much of an improvement we've had kind of at the point of attack with some of these fronts we're sending out. We did make an adjustment there with one of our defensive linemen. I'm wondering if that has been the case. We really just favored him for his strength rating. All right, 3rd and 14. We're going to look to have Keene just trying to beat us with a good throw. So I'm going to read where he's going with Turner Goodwin. And that is over before I could finish the sentence. First down, Bulldogs. And Keene is shifting things around. Another man in motion. Sherrod with the catch, and that's a gain of 8. Option. Keene takes it. Oh, and he's twisted over at the 1. That's a heck of a play by number 1. That's a big hit there. Spartans able to hold true. It'll be 2nd and goal. And Sherrod is able to get it in off the stretch play. So the 13-play drive is capped off with the touchdown. And Fresno State is down 8 here at 2 minutes and 22 seconds here in the second. A lot of 2s on the board. Collins set to return. And he's tackled at the 22. We will likely look to chew some clock if we get a couple good plays in here, just to limit their offense from getting a little bit more rhythm under their belt. Yeah, one thing I'll be excited about is potentially bringing in some playmakers at the tight end position. Nash is tackled on the quick hitter at the 39. We're going to take a timeout here. Yeah, that was one thing about the Patriots, for example. I really love their bigger sets. Some of their tight ends being very malleable, good in the block, the blocking game, the running game, but also able to step out and be a threat as a receiver. Just about a minute to go here, and the Spartans are at the 45, looking to get a few more points on the board before this half ends. Cody just takes it out. It's a gain of 8. Cody to Nash. He's tackled quickly, and there's a flag. And just another element of this game that I'll continue to mention. Play cooldown and the play call limits. Cody steps up again, nothing in front of him. And he's up to the 37. Play cooldown, play call limit. Play cooldown we have at 10 plays. So once you call it, you won't see it again for another 10. And once you call it twice, you don't see it again. Cody is sacked. But with those play calling house rules, they are set in place by the system. But makes it a little more challenging, a little more realistic. Cody gets it off, but he was hammered. And this is likely another hold. Well, they could be sending a lot. Our guys could be getting tired here just having a pass block every play. Cody leaks out. He's just going to fire it deep. Oh! And no one was able to get a hand on it. 3rd and 23 here. Let's just be conservative. 11 seconds on the clock. We'll go to the half with the lead. With the ball back, but here's a touch pass in the meantime. And Nash is stripped at 39. We do have an opportunity for a field goal, so let's give that a shot. And that's a very subpar attempt. And Fresno State were conference champions as recent as 2022. So the Spartans are set to return. Bates takes it out. He's got a seam. Not able to get through there. So Fresno State in the conference last season, they were 6-2, but finished with a 7-6 record. So not a whole lot of success outside of the Mountain West. Here's Lockhart with the first down. Conversely, for San Jose. Actually, let's run this play real quick. Cody just keeps it. A little miscommunication there with the halfback. It was actually Fresno State. They went 4-4 in the conference, finished 9-4. So they had a really good season. They're 5-2 now, so they're kind of building on that. Here's Cody to chalk, and that's a first down. Whereas San Jose State 6-2 in the conference and 7-6 outside of that. So pretty limited success when not facing Mountain West rivals. Chalk with a nice run. And it got skinny there when the help was coming from the outside, and he gets the gain of 8. Trips right. Here's a quick hitter to Nash. He gets a block. And that's a first down. Look at our line. I love the hole it just created. We're able to get much after it, but we can see the little pockets that they're putting up there. Here's a play action. Cody is pressured. He's just going to throw it away. Smart choice by the sophomore. Stewart. That's a nice catch. First and 10 for the Spartans on the 25. This offense has been pretty good all day. That time, Nash can't come down with a contested catch. And it'll be a 2nd and 10. Here's the handoff to Chalk. Good patience. Kind of just takes what the defense gave him and picks up a gain of 4. It'll be a 3rd and 6 here with 4 minutes remaining in the 3rd. Here's the handoff. Chalk. Nice hole up the middle and up to the 9. It's a first down for the Spartans. Single back formation. Loving Black is the tight end we like out of this. Cody rolls out right. He's going to throw it, and it's Steinbach with the touchdown. The defender just gave up on the play, and Cody able to make it work. As he neared the sideline, that might be Steinbach's first catch of the season. And it couldn't have been a bigger one. 28-13 off the 12-play drive. And you can't help but be impressed with the Spartans so far. Nice tackle on special teams. Fresno State needs a spark. Sherrod, nothing doing. That's a loss of 4. Motion left to right. And Keene just checks it down. He's got James on the sideline. And it's going to be 3rd and 6 here on the 18. Oh, and it's picked off. Harvey. DJ Harvey played that perfectly, and Keene stumbled into his trap. It's a pick 6, and this lead is mounting. Alverson with the extra point. It's 35-13 now, and the Bulldogs are in search of an answer. They've been stifled on offense. Their defense has hardly had a stop here. And now you throw a turnover into the mix, and this crowd is checking out. And there's a quick pass on the slant. That's a gain of 9. And Keene is 11 for 15 this afternoon. No touchdowns on the day. Spartans have done well versus him. Oh, Sherrod has really earned his yards today. And he's up to 90 on 16 carries, and each one of those has been contested. Harvey again. That's a tackle for loss. You gonna tell me he wasn't watching tape all week? And Keene elects to run it out, and it pops out of his hands. Spartans pick it up. It's Reese at the 28, and that's another turnover for the Bulldogs. Get Chalk fighting for yards. Not a whole lot going. We're going to look to keep the clock moving, though. We got a big lead. We don't really need to play around much more than we have to. Here's the handoff to Chalk. And he's tackled quickly for a gain of 3. Direct snap to Chalk. He's going to not quite have the first down. And we're going to look to punch this in. Quarterback sneak works to perfection. And we're starting to see this clock run down with haste. We will have to get a snap off here, but by the end of it, we'll be in the 4th. Second and 7 here for the Spartans. And that is good penetration by the line of the Bulldogs. So that'll be a loss. Cody drops back, but he's going to run up and slide before the hit. It'll be 1st and goal on the 5, and he has been killing the Bulldogs with his legs as well as with his arm. And you're Fresno State, you're at home, you're down 22. The opposition's in the red zone, threatening again. Not a whole lot to look forward to, but there is some opportunity to make some plays and come out of here feeling a little more confident than laying down, but unfortunately Nick Nash with the touchdown will just add on to that, and it's a 29-point deficit here in Fresno. Nice throw. Reese to Sharp. That's been one connection for the Bulldogs that has been pretty efficient when they've gone to it. Sherrod just runs directly into Harvey. He continues to show out. And it's another pick. Keane just threw it right to Latu. Put it right on him. Daniela Latu, the senior out of San Mateo. And why not? A handful of turnovers this game already. Why not give one to the senior? And here's the handoff to Chalk. He's been busy all day. There's another hold for the Spartans. It was Epps Smith with the violation. He will be punished severely. And Chalk with another carry, and we're actually going to take him out. We could probably just put in. Let's use the mass sub thing. Actually, we haven't used that yet. Where would it be? Personnel. Here, we're going to look this up real quick. Or is it... Oh, here we go. Alright, we're going to get the backups in here. So that means Emmett Brown will begin with some snaps. Bates in the backfield. Brown going to use his legs. And slide. It'll be 3rd and 5. So the bulk of our quarterbacks, the better ones, they're all sophomores. Brown is someone we started initially versus FCS East. We loved his athletic ability. He played okay. I think after playing all 3 quarterbacks, by the end of it, we felt most comfortable with Cody. And he's been pretty good for us all season. He also has the biggest arm. So being able to stretch the field like that kind of separated him, and he's been pretty sound throughout each game. Can't really attribute one particular loss as a result of his play. He's been everything I've wanted. But Brown will spell him occasionally. He can make plays. He's very athletic. Looked like Chalk just dropped that. It was in his hands. Yeah, we're just going to go for it. You know, if we get the first down, it'll be over. And we can move on to the next week. We don't get it. We could have kept that one. Got a little confused there. And Brown wasn't able to make the play. But it will be 1st and 10 on the 40. High snap. And Rivas picks it off. Didn't even know this guy was on the team. Are you kidding me? Rivas. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. That was something else. Isaiah Rivas, the redshirt junior out of Las Vegas, he was able to just go up and take that away. That's another turnover, another interception. And this is easily the biggest win of the season for the Spartans. They're going to improve to 5-3, and Fresno State is going to drop to 5-3. And with only a minute 39 on the clock, this game is all but over. Not much to salvage if you're a Bulldog fan. But I'm sure they'll bounce back next week. And that's a quick pass on the slant, gain of 7. So it'll be interesting to see how the rest of the season will shape up. Spartans are kind of catching their identity here in the middle part of this season. 3 losses to date, all of which have been reasonably close. I think the one that got away early on was versus Wyoming, although we did come back to make that somewhat interesting with Emmett Brown. It just wasn't enough by the end of it. Trying to think offhand some of those other losses. And on the hitch to the left side, and that was Malik Sherrod actually making the catch, the running back. He goes down. Not sure what that is. Hate to see it being more than just a cramp or something here late in this game. Here's a screen. And 33. Not familiar with him yet, but he's able to shake off a tackle and get the first down. Nice play. Elijah Graham on the screen. And it's the Bulldogs able to get a late score as Keene finds Jalen Moss on the corner route. And this should just about wrap it up. Spartans are going to take the return. And Brown kneels it one more time, and that is going to do it here in Fresno. The Spartans come in and really pull away sometime in the second half. The lead got as big as 35. So they take home the battle for the Valley Cup, and San Jose State walks out the victor. Your player of the game is J.J. Cody, 187 yards passing, 4 touchdowns total for the sophomore. A lot of defensive highlights. A couple pick sixes. Rivas with one that was about 100 yards on the return. And not a good showing for the Bulldogs. heading into week 10. And we will stop here momentarily. Our recruiting is settled and we're just going to move in, but we're going to stop here before moving further. So we will see you all in week 10 next time.